Okay, gonna go ahead and turn on my mic here. And then we can go live. Hello. Can everyone hear me okay? Can everyone see me? I'm a little nervous because when I clicked go live, it said that there was an error. So now I'm like paranoid that everything's going to go wrong. But we'll find out. How is everyone doing today on this fine Sunday? Okay, I see a welcome Addie. I see a hi Addie. Okay. I think you can see me. I think you can hear me. I hope so anyway. Hello. Okay. Okay, it looks like everything is good. I think I'm really paranoid since that one time, it was at some point last year, my power went out just halfway through the live. So now I'm like, what could possibly go wrong? Things can go wrong. But that's part of the nature of just going live. That's part of the fun of it. Okay. Thank you all for being here. We are going to rank some movies and rank some shows as well. I've watched a decent amount of shows this year so far. Yeah, so I'll get into that in a minute, in a few minutes. Depends on how many chats you all send, how fast you guys are. Hello, it's movie trivia expert Addie. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I wouldn't call myself a movie trivia expert. Hello, hello, hello everyone. Did you all watch my last ranking stream? I feel like I might have to explain some of this. I mean, there's not a lot of explanation. It's basically, I don't know. I'll get into it in a minute. I'll get into it in a second. Ooh, will I react to Obsession? I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it for October. I just feel like, from what I've heard, obviously, like, I'm not a horror person, a horror movie person. You all know this. But I've heard that it seems like this has been a big year for horror movies. Like, they've done so well in the box office. Like, just some big horror movies are coming out. Someone says, I saw The Odyssey a few weeks ago. You should react to it. I'm planning on reacting to it whenever it comes to streaming. I mean, I imagine we still probably have a few months before it streams, but I'm planning on it whenever I can watch it on my computer. Let's see. Hello from Finland. Hello. Hi, Alex, saying Odyssey, Odyssey. Yeah, I mean, normally it takes a month or two. I mean, usually closer to like 2 months before things move to streaming, but the Odyssey obviously is doing so well. I imagine it's going to be in theaters for a long time, so it might be, I don't know, more like October by the time it comes to streaming. I don't know. But I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to watch Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day, whenever that's coming to streaming. Lots of things to look forward to. All right, now that I know that you can see me, now that I know you can hear me, should I just get into it? Should I do this? I mean, I might as well. I mean, that's what the title is. That's why you're here. Let's see. Okay. Let me make sure everything's pulled up correctly. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that worked. Let's see. Let me pull this over. Yeah, now I can see everything. Oh, well. Let me make sure I can still see the chat. Okay, I think I can see it now. Ah. Okay, let me move this over a little bit more so I can see everything. Now I lost my place. Oh gosh. Let's see. Where was I in the chat? Ooh, Spider-Man Brand New Day is the best Marvel movie in a long time. Ooh. I want to see it in theaters so badly, but I gotta wait. I gotta wait for the channel. Let's see. Odyssey doesn't go to digital until November. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, especially with just like how well it's doing. Like obviously, I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. It always does well. Um, but okay, so I guess I'll be watching it in November then. I didn't realize that they had released a date. Brand New Day coming in November. Huh. Okay, so I guess those movies, I didn't realize they had released dates for it, but maybe in November then. Okay, so it's ranking time. So I decided this time, I just feel like it took a long time for the 2025 rankings because there were so many. I watched so much. I watch for the most part like three movies or three videos a week at least. So there was a lot to rank. So this time I'm breaking it in half. So this will be ranking from January to June. And then I guess my plan is, I don't know, in January of next year to do July through December. So through the end of the year. That's the plan anyway. But I still think I haven't let's see. Yeah, okay, so still 51 files here. So there's still a good amount of things to rank. I will say this, I don't know, this might not be a very exciting ranking stream because when I was putting all of the posters together, I honestly don't know. I don't think there was a lot that I didn't like this year. So most of this is just like how much I liked it because at least looking at this list, I can only think of one that I didn't love, that just wasn't for me. I'm sure you all could probably tell which one that was. So yeah, this not for me category just might not be very full this time. I mean, I feel like it wasn't very full last time, but yeah, as of now, I can only think of like one title that will be in there. Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat real fast. See what I missed. Is Addie trying to get canceled with another tier list again? Maybe. About to make some enemies. I mean, the thing is, I already said it. I just don't think there was a lot that I didn't like. So maybe I won't make any enemies this time. Let's see. Where was I? Is this live or just premiere live? No, this is live. I can see your chats. Okay. Joe says go ahead and put Jackass in the bottom. Are you sure that's the one that I didn't like? What makes you say that? What makes you think that? Oh, okay. Okay. So, I don't know if I should start with my favorites because I don't know. I don't know if I should just somewhat go in this order. I might go ahead and do a couple of favorites just because those will be fast. Those will be easy. Okay. Which ones which ones are the for sure favorites? I would go ahead and say, where is it? Oh, okay. I would go ahead and say Zootopia. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. You know, I liked Zootopia 2 just as much. I think I liked it just as much as the first one. So I might go ahead and just slide that up there. Let's see. Okay, another one of my absolute favorites. I'm curious what you all think will be my favorites. I'm going to find a little Keanu Reeves movie with The Replacements. Is this a perfect movie? Is this one of the best movies of all time? No, but is it one of my favorites now? Yes. So it is absolutely going to go on my favorites. Oh, I guess I will say, so these are not rankings of best movie to worst movie. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I would be very good at that. This is just my favorites and how much I liked them and how much I related to them. So yeah, it's not best to worst. It's just how I connected to it anyway. So those are a few of my favorites. Let's see what you guys are saying, if I've made enemies already. I feel like I don't think that's that controversial. I don't think I'm controversial yet here. Let's see. Is Zootopia 2 that good? I liked it. I mean, I don't know if yeah. I mean, I think it's just as good as the first. You all will have to let me know what you think. But I don't know. I really liked Zootopia 2. Let's see. Didn't that movie make you crush on Keanu Reeves? I mean, I wouldn't say that that movie is the one that gave me a crush. I mean, I think I've had a crush on him for a good long time. I mean, John Wick, The Matrix, I've seen him in Point Break. I mean, I don't know. I've had a crush on him for a while. That's not the one that gave me the crush anyway. Let's see. Is it bad to say I liked Zootopia 2 more than 1? No, I don't think that is bad to say. Okay, might be more exciting going through each movie and placing it rather than each category. Yeah, I just wanted to get a few of my favorites out of the way because I knew that they'd be fast. I knew that that would be fast and easy. Okay, I mean, I'll do one more favorite. There's probably more favorites on here, but just from what I'm seeing so far, we're going to go ahead and grab One Piece and put it up on my favorites. It's just such a fun show, but also makes me sob. So One Piece is going up there too. Okay, so now I guess I will mostly start going in order. So I did, let's see, 28 days later comes before 28 weeks later. So 28 days. You all know I don't like horror, but it feels weird to say enjoyed because I don't like being scared, but I did really like this one. I think it's a horror movie that I could handle, and I really like the story. So I think it might be crazy to put a horror movie this high. I'm going to put it on Loved It. Yep, that's where it's going. A horror movie is almost at the top. Okay, but 28 weeks later, I don't think I liked it as much. I don't think it's as strong as the first one, but I still liked it. So it'll just go on under like. Let's see. What have I missed so far? Oh yeah, Bill and Ted. Forgot another great Keanu Reeves movie. Okay, so now we're getting to the American Pie movies. I imagine that a lot of people didn't think that I would like American Pie because obviously they're super raunchy movies. I'm not against a raunchy movie though. And what I do love about all of the American Pie movies, I mean they're obviously crazy, but I love that they have heart. And I love that these characters are, I mean, they're wild and crazy, but they're still so likable. And I want them to do well and I want them to fall in love. So I really enjoyed the American Pie movies. I will say, I guess I wouldn't necessarily put them in my favorites. My favorites that I would rewatch again and again, but definitely the first one. I'd say I loved the first one. I'm trying to remember which one I didn't care for. I think it might have been Wedding. And it's not even that I didn't care for it. I should rephrase. I still liked it. I just don't think it's as strong as the other ones. It wasn't as I guess like didn't feel as consistently funny. I guess that one was the one that was probably slightly more drama. So I don't think I liked that one as much. So American Wedding will go under I liked it, but I still really enjoyed the other ones. So American Pie 2, I loved it, and then American Reunion, it's probably going to go up to loved it as well. Yeah, because I think I liked them all pretty equally except for American Wedding. So yeah, that's where they'll go for now. Let's see. Okay. Breaking Bad. Okay. I feel like I can't. I was like going back and forth whether or not to add Breaking Bad to this ranking just because I'm not done with the show. I mean, I think at the pace I'm watching it so far, I think I should be able to finish it right at the end of December or at some point in December. But I'm only like, I don't know, halfway through the show. Am I even halfway at this point? I don't actually no, I don't think I'm even halfway. So, I don't think I can put Breaking Bad as an absolute favorite just yet, just because I want to know how I feel at the end of like by the end of are there 5 seasons? I think there are 5. So, I'm not going to put it on my favorites yet, but I am going to put it on loved it. And then we'll see, I guess, in January when I can give a final Breaking Bad ranking. But yeah, I don't feel like I can put it on my favorites just yet. I will say I have gotten to a point with Breaking Bad that now I really want to know what comes next. I really need to know what happens. So yeah, 2 episodes a week isn't enough for me right now because I just want more and more and more of this show. I'm like Walter White. I just want more and more and more. Let's see. What did I miss over here? Okay. So, next up is Ghost. And this movie really surprised me. I I guess I walked in expecting it to be mostly drama and it to be a tearjerker, which of course it is dramatic and it does have those elements, but it's so much funnier than I expected. Like I don't know if you could call it a rom-com because there's obviously so much drama thrown in as well, but it was so much funnier than I expected. So, I think I'm going to have it under loved it. Yeah, and obviously there are so many iconic moments. I mean, the pottery scene, so iconic. Now I get the references. Okay, Godzilla -1. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like this is somewhere between loved it and my favorites. It's I guess when I think of my favorites, I think of things that like I would love to rewatch. And I don't know if Godzilla -1 is one that I would like add to my rainy day movie list. But so I guess I'll put loved it. It is a great movie. It's so well done and it's like I mean I guess I haven't seen a lot of Godzilla movies. It I guess technically it might be my only Godzilla movie that I've watched. I think unless yeah, it might actually be my first Godzilla movie. Um but it just like it wasn't anything like I expected. Like I guess the emotional story I wasn't expecting. So, putting it under I loved it. Let's see. Hey Rob, thanks for the super chat. Is it still Breaking Bad or Sweet Baby Jesse? I mean, I think it's kind of been a second since I have said Sweet Baby Jesse. But yeah, I guess the show is practically Sweet Baby Jesse for me. I love my Sweet Baby Jesse. I've now said it like 4 times. Let's see. Okay, so we are on to District 9. I watched this kind of earlier on this year. Like it might have been in January. Great sci-fi action movie. I feel like I'm putting so many things under loved it. But I think it's going back up there. Yeah. Maybe most of the things I rank today are just going to be under loved it, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, this is Spinal Tap, a Rob Reiner movie. It's trying to figure out where I want to put it. I think I'm going to put it under liked it. That might be people might get upset that it's not higher. I really enjoyed the movie. It was really fun, really funny, but I guess there's just something about it that I didn't super connect to. So, but obviously, I still like the movie, so it's going under liked. Okay, I might struggle with some of these James Bond movies because I've watched a lot of James Bond movies. I've watched them all on the channel, and so a lot of them kind of just run together now. And I don't exactly remember the plots of a lot of these. So I might have to look up all of these. Okay. The World Is Not Enough. Which one is this? I'm feel my gut feeling is that this was one that I didn't like as much. I think I still liked all of the James Bond movies, but there were just a few that I didn't like as much. So I'm trying to remember which one this was. Obviously, Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, I think this was one that just wasn't one of my favorites. But again, I still liked all of the James Bond movies. So we're going to put it under liked. Okay, it looks like this is, the logo's kind of small, but I think this is Naked Gun 33 and a third. Yeah, because I think this other one is, yeah, that one's 2.5. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and do 2.5 first. Between the first one, the first Naked Gun, I think I watched it maybe 2 years ago. So I took a long break, but I came back. I came back and finished the rest of the Naked Gun movies. So the Naked Gun 2.5. I think I ended up, oh gosh, now all of these plots are joining together, are mixing up. I think I liked 2.5 almost as much as the first one. I think it was 33, the third one, that I didn't like as much. Still fun, but I didn't like it as much. So the second one is going to loved it. And the third one is going to liked it. Ooh. I could add another category just for this is Final Tap to put it goes to 11. That might be what I have to do for Spinal Tap. I mean, like, I need more categories here. I need a few more. I'll come back to that. I might have to add a category for Spinal Tap. Okay. Oh, okay. Project Hail Mary. This one is one that will go up to my favorites. Yep. It's so funny and so charming and so heartbreaking and so hopeful. It was just everything all at once. Yeah, Project Hail Mary is going up to my favorites. I think I talked about it in my reaction. I tried to read the book maybe like a year ago at this point. It's maybe, oh, I don't know how long ago. I tried to read the book, but I normally read right before I go to bed, and there's a decent amount of science in the book, and so I would fall asleep on those pages, and it was just a cycle of me reading maybe a page every day, and it was just hard for me to get into it because I kept falling asleep. So I need to maybe try to read that one again, especially now that I've seen the movie. I love the story, obviously. I've also heard good things about the audiobook, so maybe that's the route I should go because I don't know. I was just struggling reading it. Ooh, now I need a new category, not liked as much. Yeah, I will say, I mean, I think I had more categories last time, but I also had twice the amount of movies and shows to rank. So I didn't think that I needed that, like I didn't need a lot of categories this time. But sometimes there are a few movies that are like, it needs to go right here or right here. So I'll stick to this for now, but you might all have to help me. Give me some new categories. Let's see. Ooh, someone says Project Hail Mary made me sob like the Green Mile. Ooh, I mean, it brought so many tears. My favorite part of these is trying to guess how many categories Addie will end up with. I mean, so far I haven't added anything, but we still have time. I still might add some categories. Let's see. Hey Alex, thanks for the super chat. Days of Thunder, Con Air, Enemy of the State, Gone in 60 Seconds, Pearl Harbor, and Deja Vu. Please watch these Jerry Bruckheimer movies. Well, thank you for all of those suggestions. I've been recommended all of those a lot, so I do need to watch those at some point. Let's see. Okay, so Liar Liar is next. Ooh. I I guess this one is somewhere, but no, maybe I do need some like in between categories. It's somewhere between loved and my favorites. I think I'm going to put it under loved. I mean, that's another comedy that is so fun. It's Jim Carrey doing what he does best, but also has some heart to it. So I think those are just like my favorite kinds of comedies. Okay, Stardust. Great movie. I think this one, if I remember correctly, won our spinny wheel on Patreon. I think that's why I watched that one. Where do I put this? I think last time I had a they're so similar, so it's hard to break it down. But I think I had like a liked, enjoyed, and then loved. So I did break down the likes. Maybe I need to do that because I'm going to have most of these in the loved it category, apparently. I'll say Stardust is I loved it. And this category is quickly filling up. Let's see. Okay, so next is Cloverfield. Great movie. I guess that one's considered horror, right? Some of these it's like it's horror to me, but it might not actually be labeled horror. Maybe not everyone thinks it's horror, but I think it's like a sci-fi disaster monster horror, right? So I did really enjoy the movie. I think I'll just put it under liked it. But I think that like the concept of it and like the found footage aspect of it is done so well. So we'll put it under liked. Let's see. Sheep Detective is number one. I still need to watch that. I've heard so many great things about it. And I watched the trailer on my own, like, I don't know, I guess a while ago, at some point this year. And it looks so good and so charming and has so many famous actors in it. So I just need to go ahead and watch it at some point. Okay, There Will Be Blood. Great movie. I feel like it's that type of movie isn't one that I would put as my fave. Let's move it to the front. But obviously, such a great movie, such an iconic movie. I'm so glad I've watched it. So I think I'm going to put it under liked. But I mean, everyone is so good in that movie. It's so intense, but so like captivating to watch. Okay, this one is James Bond, Die Another Day. And once again, I'm going to have to look this one up because all of the James Bond movies are just mixing up in my brain. I want to say this was the last one, the last Pierce Brosnan one, if I remember correctly. Oh, is this the one with all of the, like the ice castle? I think. I would say that this, if I remember correctly, this one is like the cheesiest and the campiest of the Pierce Brosnan ones. But I remember really enjoying it. So there's something about an over the top Bond movie that I guess I love. So this one might be going up to the loved it category. Let's see. Oh, it's starting a new line. We're going to have a lot of loved it movies today. Let's see. Oh, am I planning on reacting to season 4 of Ted Lasso? Yes. My plan originally was to, I guess, start it like at the end of September so that I could do big batches of episodes and kind of just be able to watch all of it in the course of like 3 weeks of over like 3 different videos. But honestly, I couldn't wait any longer and I just really want to start it because I love the show so much. I actually started rewatching it like a week ago and I started rewatching it like a week ago, a little over a week ago. And so far I have rewatched all of season 1, all of season 2, and I'm about halfway through season 3 over the course of a week, probably about 9 days. So, Yeah, I've been really enjoying rewatching it. I will say I was wondering if I wouldn't cry as much, and I don't think I have cried as much like rewatching it because I know what's happening, I know what's coming next. But I will say my problem is I'm now crying before the big emotional moments because like I know what is about to come. So, yeah, I feel like it's just as emotional or just emotional in different ways when you're rewatching it. But all that to say, season 4. So, I have now watched the first 3 episodes. Those will be on Patreon this week because I couldn't wait any longer. And so I guess that'll put it on YouTube the next week. So, I'll start watching it on YouTube in like a week and a half, something like that. Let's see. Ooh, someone says, I really don't think Die Another Day deserves as much hate as it gets. I mean, I don't think it's like the best Bond movie ever, but I did have a lot of fun watching it. I guess it just depends. Like, some people love the campier Bonds, some people love a Bond movie that's more grounded and realistic. And I don't know. I guess I've just enjoyed them all, but I had a lot of fun with it. Let's see, where was I in the chat? I'm slightly behind. We cry at Ted Lasso more because it's beautiful than it is sad. Yeah, I mean, some of it is sad, but a lot of times it's just like, this was such a beautiful moment. That's what's bringing a tear to my eye. But yes, Breaking Bad, not Breaking Bad. I'm mixing up my shows. Breaking Bad and Ted Lasso are very different shows. Ted Lasso is coming soon. Okay. So, we might, I don't know if you all can see the next movie that I am ranking. We might have this one movie in a category all on its own. Jackass the movie. I said it in my reaction. This movie just isn't for me, and that's okay. A lot of people love it, obviously. But I guess I don't even know if it's that maybe I'm just not a prankster, but a lot of it is just gross and just why would you do this to yourself? Why? Why? Why would you do this to yourself? So, Jackass might possibly be the only movie that will be in this category today because for the most part, I did really enjoy everything I've watched so far. Yeah. Might be in a category all on its own. Now, all of that to say, I did watch Jackass 2. Or Jackass number 2. I did put myself through it, and that is coming to YouTube this week. So, look forward to that. Okay. The paper cuts were too much. Yeah, what's crazy is that I feel like the paper cuts, like that portion of the movie, that segment, it's probably one of the milder things that they did, but there's something about it, and maybe it's just like, maybe it's because I can put myself in their shoes, like with literally everything else that they're doing, I can't relate to it. It's like I would never do that, so I don't understand that pain. I don't know what that's like. But the paper cuts, like I think everyone can relate to a paper cut, and then putting it in like the very sensitive part. Yeah, something about the paper cuts is really rough. That was hard to watch. Even honestly, just thinking about it right now, it's kind of making me nauseous. So I'm going to stop talking about that. Okay. Let's see. Hey Max, thanks for the super chat. Speaking of Jackass, this says, plus the alligator in the dining room. If my child did that to me, it pulled any of these pranks on me, well, I guess, I shouldn't say that I would disown them, but I just might disown them. Or like, they're not welcome in the house. That's for sure. But I will, all that to say, I feel like the pranks on the parents are probably some of the most fun ones to watch. Like all of the guys in Jackass, like they signed up for this. They're doing this to themselves. But there is something about the pranks on the parents that it is it is really funny to watch. Like April might be my favorite character. Let's see. Hey, it says the Saxman 23. Thank you for your super chat. This says, what if Breaking Bad and Ted Lasso were the same? What if there was like a crossover episode? That would be interesting. I mean, obviously it's too late. Breaking Bad's over. But like if you had Ted Lasso and Walter White interacting, that that could be that could be entertaining. But also, I feel like if we added Ted Lasso to Breaking Bad season 1, there just wouldn't be the rest of the show, cuz I would just like to think that Ted would give Walter what he needed in life. So we just wouldn't have the rest of the seasons. Hey Rob, thanks for the super chat. This says Jackass bringing up the rear is meta. Yep, it certainly is. I planned that. I planned that today. Yep. Um Someone says Jackass is at the bottom because there's no musical number in it. True. I mean, I wonder whenever I do these rankings in January for the rest of the year, the musical number in Jackass number 2 might bring it up a level. No, I can't. I still can't say that I liked the movie, but maybe it needs its own category because of the musical number. Like that category will be like bonus points for musical number, something like that. Did I like editing the snake scenes? So I haven't gotten there yet. That's what I'll be doing on Monday. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So I don't know how I'm gonna get through that. That'll be interesting. That's a problem for tomorrow. Not gonna worry about that. Yep. I kid you not. If you saw the reaction on Patreon, you know this already. I kid you not, in all of the snake scenes, which there were so many in that movie, I had my legs lifted off the ground just in case a snake like popped up in my room somehow magically. I refused to let my feet touch the ground because that's going to protect me, obviously. I was just so tense for all of that. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, is that true? Okay, speaking, I guess we're just gonna end up talking about Jackass for a while. That's fine. Okay, this says Bam bought that whole house for them. Is that true? I mean, I guess good for him if he bought the house, and good for them. But, if it meant that my child was putting alligators in my house, though, don't know if that's worth it. Oh my gosh, if we're still combining Ted Lasso and Breaking Bad, Ted cooking meth, ice for the boss. I love it. Oh my goodness. Walter White would get really annoyed with Ted while Ted would just be trying to get to know Walter. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. Okay, let's get back to some ranking. Okay, this next one is Pacific Rim. Such a fun movie. I mean, it has like everything you'd want in just like a fun summer blockbuster. So, gonna put it for loved it. It was just a fun time. Okay, we have The Fall Guy. Such a fun movie. I mean, the two of them together were just chef's kiss. I think this is also going to go for loved it. It was just such a fun time. Okay, we are now going to Kingsman: The Golden Circle. So I guess I watched the first Kingsman. It was at the very end of last year. It might have been in December. And then so this one was the beginning of this year. And I think I loved it. I think I loved it just as much as the first Kingsman movie. Those movies are just so fun to watch. It's just such such a fun action movie and so funny. Ah, those are so good. All right. So we have Wedding Crashers. This was also towards the beginning of this year. It's, hmm. I feel like it's not like one of my favorite comedies, but I still had so much fun watching it. So this one might be like somewhere between liked and loved, but it's going to go to loved. I feel like it's a good sign. If I'm loving most of the movies I've watched this year so far, that's not a bad year. Not a bad year at all. Let's see. Okay. Jerry Maguire. Oh, okay. So this one, based on, if you could tell based on that reaction, it's probably but somewhere between loved it and my favorites. I don't, well, I feel like that's probably one that would be a fun one to watch every Valentine's Day if I'm looking for a good rom com. Okay, so this one might, it's somewhere between loved and my favorites, and we're gonna go ahead and put it in my favorites. I'm also thinking about like, I mean, it's so funny, like the show me the money, like so funny throughout. But thinking about that precious, precious kid in the movie too, it's so quotable. I mean, like I knew so many quotes from this movie before I even watched the movie. So yeah, Jerry Maguire's going on top. Let's see. That porch scene though, I know. That porch scene though. It's a great scene. All right. So the Mighty Ducks. I wish I watched this one as a kid. I don't know. I just feel like I would have loved it as a kid. But you know what? I loved it as an adult. So we're putting it under loved it. So, you know what's next? It is Mortal Kombat. And I will say, it probably this week alone, I have said, what's the quote? I literally say it every day. I now say, get over here. I think I've said it every day this week. So Mortal Kombat has gotten to me. I'm now a fan of Mortal Kombat, I guess. So this one, so cheesy, so fun. I don't think it's like up there as in like I would want to rewatch it. I don't think it's on like a rewatch level, but it's a fun movie and I now quote it all the time. It's going under liked it. Okay. The next one is another James Bond movie. This is Goldeneye. And like I've said for all of the James Bond movies, I don't remember. I shouldn't say I don't remember them. They're just, I don't remember them in the sense of the title. See, I don't remember. The title does not remind me of what the plot is. Anyway, so Goldeneye. Pierce Brosnan, obviously. Ooh, this was the one with Sean Bean. I mean, great cast. I feel like, unless I'm thinking of another one, I feel like this one's the strongest of the Pierce Brosnan ones. If I'm remembering that correctly. But again, all of the Bond movies are a blur. But from what I remember of it, we're putting it under loved. I honestly, I guess there was one that I didn't like as much with the Pierce Brosnan ones, but I really enjoyed the Pierce Brosnan movies. Let's see, where was I? Hey Philip, thanks for the super chat. I was never a fan of The Replacements, but your enjoyment was so infectious. I actually came around on it. Aw, another football underdog movie to check out is Rudy if you haven't seen it. I have not seen that one, so I do need to watch that at some point. Yeah, I think I couldn't even tell you what it was about The Replacements. I don't know. I just maybe just the humor I really latched onto. I just like maybe I was just in a good mood, but that movie just tickled me. And of course, Keanu Reeves, like obviously have a crush on him. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that movie just has again, it's not the best movie of all time, but it just has everything that I want in a movie. I mean, I'm not a sporty person, but there's something just so special about sports movies and the team aspect and perseverance. They're just like that everyone can connect to that. And then the movie is so funny. And then we also got a really great love story as well. And Keanu is nice to look at. So yeah, I feel like The Replacements was just a perfect Addie movie. Ah, love it so much. Let's see. Do, do, do. Where was I? Oh, dang it. It refreshed. Where was I? Okay. Hi, what does it say? Ultimate X James. Thank you for the super chat. This says, what do you react to Race to Witch Mountain? This movie, maybe that sounds really familiar. I feel like this sounds so familiar. I don't know if I saw it or maybe I just remember I don't know, something about this movie seems really familiar. Maybe I just saw the trailer. I mean, it was 2009. I don't know if I've seen it though. But yeah, maybe I'll watch that one day. Let's see. All right. Let's get back to ranking. Okay. Tomorrow, Never Die. Nope, that's the wrong one. Never Say Never Again is this next James Bond movie. Gotta look this up. Obviously, it's Sean Connery. I guess that was the one that he came back for. Because he said he would never do Bond, but never say never again. Yeah, I feel like I don't remember how I feel about this one. I feel like because I think there was one James Bond movie of his. I think it was maybe the last one before this one that I didn't love. It was that one, Diamonds Are Forever. You all might remember more than I remember at this moment. I feel like I still liked this movie more than that one, but I don't think this one was one of my favorites. I mean, I will always love Sean Connery as Bond, but I just don't think this was one of my favorite Bond movies. But because I'm not remembering it super well, I feel like it can't be on like the loved or my favorites. So we're gonna put it under liked. That feels right. Let's see. Oh, right. I'm remembering now. That one is the unofficial Bond movie. Yeah, maybe it was Diamonds Are Forever that I did not like. Probably the only James Bond movie that I did not like. Oh, and I love Sean Connery, so I just wanted it to be better. Okay. This next one, I know where this is going to go. This is Andor. Where do you think this is going to go? It's not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. It goes under my favorites. It is such a good show. And by the end there, I was just sobbing. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about Andor. It is absolutely going under my favorites. It's probably one of my favorite shows I've watched on the channel. Yep, it's going under my favorites. Hi, is it Savrix? Thank you for the super chat. Would you consider doing a reaction to Requiem for a Dream? It will likely be a stressful watch for most viewers. Great watch, though. I've heard of this movie, but I don't think I know anything about it. Let's see. Oh, it says it's a horror drama. Oh no. That makes me nervous, but maybe one of these days I'll react to it. Let's see. Okay. The next one is License to Kill. This looks like it is Timothy Dalton. License to Kill. And I can't remember. Was The Living Daylights his first one? Or was License to Kill his first one? Okay, it looks like Living Daylights was first. License to Kill was the second and final appearance. For Timothy Dalton. Couldn't tell you what happened to License to Kill. Let's see. Let's see if maybe the actors will help me remember. Oh, Benicio del Toro. How could I forget? I still don't remember the plot of this one. Let's see. Yeah. That's sad. I remember liking Timothy Dalton in these roles, but I am not remembering the plot to these. Let's see. I'm gonna straight up have to read the plot to remember what happened in this movie. Dang it. I'm really getting these two movies confused, so I might have to come back to it because even the plot, that's sad. I've watched too many James Bond movies. It feels like a fever dream now. I'm getting those two really mixed up, so I'm gonna have to come back to it. Let's see, where was I? Oh, I can't see your full. Wait, okay, let me expand this. Ah! Did that move? No, I don't think it moved me. Ah! I'm like moving things around in Streamlabs, but okay, I think everything looks fine. Okay, I'm going to try to stop clicking that. Hopefully everything still looks okay. Let me pull it up on YouTube to see if I messed up anything. Okay, I don't think... I probably sound crazy right now because maybe nothing is moving. I don't know. Anyway, okay, now I definitely lost my spot. Okay, hello, the Saxman23. Thanks for your super chat. Let's see. There's wild behind the scenes controversy with Never Say Never Again that stretched from before Dr. No all the way to Spectre. Definitely worth a deep dive. Ooh, I don't know if I guess I only knew about maybe like some licensing things, but okay, I might need to do a deep dive after this. Hey Alex, thanks for the super chat. This says, will you react to Mr. Bean? Maybe one of these days. This is sad. I know the character Mr. Bean, but is this a movie or a TV show? Or movies, right? But maybe I need to do a deep dive into Mr. Bean as well. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, there's a great documentary. If I can talk, there's a great documentary about the Bond fan. Can I talk today about the Bond franchise that included a lot about that? Ooh, now I'm interested. I need to watch that documentary. Let's see. Most of the 70s and 80s Bond movies feel like fever dreams to me. Isn't there one where a man inflates like a balloon and explodes? Yeah. I couldn't tell you which one that was, but yes, that does happen. Let's see. Mr. Bean is mainly a TV show. Okay, so TV show and movies. Okay. All right. So, back to ranking. Dang it. Okay. Again, I still have to come back to The Living Daylights and License to Kill because I am really mixing up those movies. Okay, Holes. I still can't believe that I didn't watch that one as a kid, but so glad I watched it now. Holes. What's the quote of like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa? And then what is the quote? Like, well, that's too damn bad. Something like that. So quotable, so great. Let's put loved it for Holes. Such a fun movie. Okay, Fallout. This was Fallout season 2. I guess I watched a few episodes like at the end of December because I think it started coming out in December, and then watched it through I guess February-ish. So Fallout season 2. I like this season. I still really love this story, but I just feel like season 2, it felt like it was connecting like season 1 and season 3. It just didn't feel like there was enough for like a season, a really strong season, if that makes sense. It just felt like it was building to season 3, and so I wish we could have seen a little bit more to get us excited for season 3. If any of that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I don't know. So, I'm going to say I liked, just because I wanted just a little bit more from the season. But I imagine that all of that was just building for the next season, whenever we get there. Okay. You watched a lot of James Bond movies. Yes, I did. I watched them all. I mean, I did watch the Daniel Craig ones a few years ago. I started with those. But then, I mean, it took me, what? It didn't take me a full year to make it through the rest of the James Bond movies. But I think I started them in like August of last year. It took almost a year. It probably took 9 or 10 months to finish the rest of the movies. Okay, X-Men 97. So I'm only ranking season 1 for this one because season 2 is still coming out on the channel. But season 1, I loved. I really enjoyed. I don't know if season 2 would be this high, but season 1, I loved it. Putting it there. Okay, the next one is F1. I really loved F1. It's, again, like sports or like racing movies or just like anything sporty related. It always surprises me because I'm not into F1, but movies like this just suck you in. And now I feel like now I'm into F1. I still don't watch F1, but I was really into it in the movie at least. So F1 is going up to the loved it category. I just had so much fun watching it. I just feel like it had everything I want in a movie. Oh, here we go. Another dang, I still have half of the movies I have left are James Bond movies. I guess, yeah, I did watch more than I remember. Okay, we're going to go to When Harry Met Sally. Love a rom-com. I'm surprised I hadn't watched this one before, but better late than never. So glad I watched it now. So I love a rom-com. We're going to put it under loved it. Let's see. Okay. So I'm still confusing those first 2 movies, but let's look up Tomorrow Never Dies. If I leave all of the James Bond movies to the end, my brain will be swimming. I will be very confused. So let's do a few of these. Okay, so Tomorrow Never Dies. If I can type Tomorrow Never Dies. Okay, Pierce Brosnan. Oh, this was the one with Michelle Yeoh. I think there was only one that I didn't love as much, which was The World Is Not Enough. So I think this falls under I loved it. So you know what? We're going to put it there. Oh, starting a new line. All right. Yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies was the one with the media guy who predicted the news. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would say I loved that one. That sounds right. Now I just need like a new category for Bond movies of like, didn't like this one as much, but still good. But okay, we're just putting it under loved it. Okay, the next is, this one is A View to a Kill. This was one of the Roger Moore ones, I believe. Oh, this was the one with Christopher Walken. I liked him as a villain. I'm trying to remember. I feel like the cast stands out with these Bond movies more than the plot does. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Christopher Walken one. I feel like this one was a little darker, or I mean, we just had a super crazy villain, but I guess like all of them have crazy villains technically. I wish I remember. I should have done like a Bond ranking like right after I watched them. I'm going to say that I liked this one. I think like the strongest part, like I really liked Christopher Walken. as the villain. I'm just gonna put it under liked it, and I'm not gonna overthink it. Just gonna put it there. Have I ever watched Queen's Gambit or Beef on Netflix? Yes, I've watched both of those. I'm pretty sure is Beef. Was there a new season this year? Um, if it's the show I'm thinking of, I really liked season 2. I really enjoyed it this year. A glance of what you've rated so far indicates you obviously ought to be reacting to more animated films. True. True. I mean, I guess for animated, I've watched. I feel like I've pretty much watched the ones that I haven't seen on the channel already. I mean, obviously there are still so many that I haven't done, but I don't know. I feel like I have watched a good amount of animated ones on the channel, but I just need to watch more. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, so I did A View to a Kill. So the next one, let's do Get Out. It's not often that I say I love a horror movie, but this one might fall under I loved it. I just love the concept was so interesting, and I feel like it's like my level of horror. Like I can handle it. And I guess if there are going to be jump scares and horror elements, I want a really interesting story. So, it's not often I say I love a horror movie, but I'm going to put Get Out as I loved it. Yeah, that feels right. Ooh, Joe says if you can't remember the movie, it's probably not for you. Maybe. I mean, I will say a lot of the specifically with James Bond, a lot of the plots just run together. I mean, it's the same character, the same gist. I mean, of course, they're so fun to watch, but I'm just getting all of them mixed up. Jeez Louise. Let's see. Have I considered watching Fantastic Let's try that again. Fantastic Mr. Fox. With the way you enjoy animated films, I think it'd be up your alley. No, I mean I haven't watched it yet. I need to. I feel like that one actually came across my radar like this week. So, maybe I've gotten 2 signs from the universe this week to watch it. Let's see. Hey, Sean G. Thanks for the super chat. Any thoughts on reacting to director John Hughes movies like Uncle Buck, Weird Science, and 16 Candles? I'm definitely open to that. I don't want to get the names of the movies wrong because you guys will roast me. But I have watched. Okay, I was right. Breakfast Club, I have watched on the channel, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I have watched on the channel. But I think that's all. Oh, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was John Hughes? Yeah. Okay, so I've watched a few, but it sounds like there's still a lot that I need to watch. Thank you for the reminder. Let's see. Have I watched any Wes Anderson? I don't think so. Let me look up those movies. Yeah, I mean, I know that he's known for like his style, but I couldn't even tell you what that style is because, yeah, I'm looking at this list of movies. I don't think I've seen a single one of his movies. So maybe a Wes Anderson poll needs to happen soon. Let's see. Okay, so what is next? Okay, For Your Eyes Only, another James Bond movie that I don't remember the plot. Okay, For Your Eyes Only. Okay, yes, it is Roger Moore. I guess I didn't realize that I clicked on like the AI overview. I didn't realize I clicked on that. But it says plot and story. Bond visits a grave. Bond deep dives into the sea. Bond races cars on tiny roads. Bond fights guys on a high mountain. That pretty much describes every single Bond movie, and that's why I am confused with the plots. Because all of them, yeah, they all have a car chase. Yeah, they all have an action sequence. And so they're all just, oh my goodness, blending together. Okay, For Your Eyes Only. I'm seeing the love interest and I remember her. Could not remember the plot. Let's see. Let's see. Look up the plot. Dang, the rest of the Bond movies might have to just go under liked because I am struggling. Yeah, I don't remember it being like one of my favorites, so we're just going to put it under liked. There we go. Okay. Let's see, where was I? Oh, I see that. I don't know if Ames is still here. I'm a little behind on the chat, but hello, Ames. Just saw you live. Wanted to say hi. Hi, Trivia Queen. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, where was I in the chat? For Your Eyes Only was the one with the crossbow girl. That sounds vaguely familiar. Yep. Yeah, it's just going to go under liked because I'm not really remembering what happened in that movie. Let's see, where was I? Breaking Bad will move up after you finish it. Yeah, if you missed that part of the ranking, I just didn't want to put oh, here it is. I didn't want to put Breaking Bad as one of my favorites just because I haven't finished it yet. But I just know that so far I'm really into it. So I just want to wait until I finish the show completely to say that it is one of my favorites or it's not. Let's see. Ooh, it helps if you remember the Bond movies by their gadgets, which are usually different between films. That's true. What was the one? Was it it was probably one of the Pierce Brosnan ones. Maybe it was like the final Pierce Brosnan one or maybe one of the last ones with the Q. I can't remember the actor's name, but the one who was in so many of the movies. But there was one where they were like walking through all of the gadgets and we were seeing gadgets from all of the different Bond movies. That was super cool. That was a cool little scene. I don't know if Ames is still here, but everyone say hi, Ames. Okay, now that I'm reading more. Okay, people are saying hi. Okay, good. Show her some love. Okay, Philip says, personally, almost all of the Bond movies blend together, so don't feel bad. Yeah. I guess if I would have done this 4 months ago or 6 months ago, I would have remembered them more. But now being on the other side of all of the Bond movies, I cannot tell them apart. I mean, I guess I remember more of like what each actor brought to the table, like how they were different. But as far as specific plots of these movies, it's only been a few months and it's already escaped my brain. All right. Let's see. Once you finish Breaking Bad, you got to check out El Camino and then Better Call Saul. I am planning on watching the movie like as soon as I finish Breaking Bad, and then I'll probably do a show poll after that, and then Better Call Saul will be on it. So if it wins the poll, then I'll watch it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see where I am. Okay, I only have a few left. And yeah, half of them are Bond movies-ish. Okay, so one battle after another. Great movie. I think what surprised me about that, it was so much funnier than I expected. But I'm going to put it under, I liked it. And then I'm going to censor myself, so don't get mad at me. I don't want this stream to be taken down, but Octa Schmussy, I feel like I remember that one. I mean, that one definitely stands out. It definitely is one of the sillier Bonds. But the fact that I remember it is a good sign. I mean, yeah, so it might fall under, oh, it was super cheesy, but I also don't mind that in a Bond movie. But I feel like, I'm trying to think of like the cheese level of Bonds. Like, I feel like I probably liked Moonraker, which was at the end of last year. I probably liked it more than Octa Schmussy. So, hmm, mm. Okay, it's somewhere between liked and loved. You know what? We're gonna put it under loved. There we go. Because I will say, I do think I liked it more than like The World Is Not Enough. Never Say Never Again. Okay, so it's going under loved. Okay, so under the next one is Kick Ass. This movie surprised me. It was definitely a fun time. I think, what's the character's name? I think it was just um the kid. The Her name was probably something girl because it's a superhero name. But she just surprised me so much, and everything that came out of her mouth was a surprise. So, yeah, very surprising movie. I do think it's going to fall under I loved it. It was a fun time. Okay, so the next one is Mortal Kombat. Okay, this was what year did it come out? I think it was 2021. It was like the remake or the reboot or whatever you want to call it. I I do think I liked it more. Where did I put? I put Mortal Kombat. Oh, here it is. I put it under liked. I've heard that the lore isn't necessarily accurate. Like they made up the lore for the movie. It's not necessarily accurate to the games. But I liked seeing more of like the backstories, and I love seeing that side of it. Whereas like Mortal Kombat, they kind of just introduce a character and then they fight. So you just don't see as much of the backstories and the lore. So I do think this Mortal Kombat one is going to go under loved. Because I do think I liked it more than the original Mortal Kombat. So, yeah. That feels right. Let's see. Hi, Westward Reviews. Thank you for your super chat. How can I send you a list of movie reaction recs? I would recommend just commenting it on a YouTube video. I mean, I'll see that. You can also put, or I guess I wouldn't put it in the chat here necessarily, but once this video finishes, and then normally takes like an hour or so to process, and then it'll be up on YouTube for anyone to see. I would just put it in the comments of that, and I'll see it that way. Let's see. Okay. So I only have 3 left, and 2 of them are Bond movies. So I'm going to go back to those. But The Day After Tomorrow, great movie. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a perfect movie, but it's an entertaining watch. It's an entertaining watch for sure. I'm trying to compare it with everything else. It's somewhere between liked and loved, because I don't think it's one of my favorites. It fits somewhere in here, but I already have so many loved, so I'm going to put it under liked. Okay, so now it is time to go to these last 2 Bond movies. I'm so sorry, Timothy Dalton. I don't remember the plots of your movies. Maybe, okay, I did look up License to Kill, so maybe if I look up The Living Daylights, maybe that one, it'll click. The Living Daylights. Let's see. Let me look at the cast first, because sometimes that helps me remember. Nope, I don't remember. Well, all I'm seeing is like Moneypenny, Q, and those are characters that are in all of them, so that's not helping me. I'm trying to like speed read and read as fast as I can, but I'm not actually taking in any information. Okay, I do remember. Oh, okay, this is the one with Is it Kara or Kara? Um, she has the cello. I wish I remembered more of these, but I guess since they're not really sticking out, I guess I'm just going to have to put both of them under liked. I'm so sorry, Timothy Dalton. But that's still not bad. I still liked the movie, so that is not bad at all. Let's see. Have I ever watched a movie for a reaction that you hated or couldn't finish? I think I've been able to finish just about everything. I guess Jackass is the one movie, at least that comes to mind, that's probably the closest for a movie that I uh probably could have turned it off, but I made it through. I powered through, and I already mentioned earlier, but Jackass #2 is coming. It's coming this week. Hey, Westward Media, thanks for the super chat. This says, can I interview you for my show via Instagram Live? The live makes me nervous. I'm not sure about that. I always get really nervous for these live streams, so I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Let's see. Living Daylights is a top tier Bond film. I believe you. I believe you. I just don't remember the plot. Also, the one with the henchman with the explosive milk bottles. Okay, I remember that. Okay, things are coming back. For as much as Timothy Dalton is known for James Bond, he will always be Simon Skinner from Hot Fuzz in my heart. I think that was actually my first introduction to Timothy Dalton. I might have seen him in something else, but that was my introduction to Timothy Dalton because I watched Hot Fuzz before any of his James Bond movies. Let's see. Must have scared the living daylights out of her. That's what it was. I'd have a lot more not for me movies. I think from this list, there was really just the one. The one that I did not like this year. So, I mean, I'm glad that I watched so many things that I liked. There were a few more not for me's last time. And maybe whenever I do the rest of the year, whenever that stream will be in January or something, maybe I'll have some more not for me's, but at least for the first half of this year, it looks like I liked most of what I watched. Let's see. How about watching Daylight with Sylvester Stallone? I need to look into that movie. I mean, it sounds like vaguely familiar, but maybe it's only familiar because of the name Sylvester Stallone. So maybe one of these days. But I mean, looking at this list, I feel like it all makes sense. I mean, I don't think I made any enemies this time around. Maybe I did. Maybe you all have unsubscribed already. You've blocked me already. But I feel like it all makes sense. I mean, I feel like everything on this favorites, it makes sense. It's all like Addy movies or Addy content. I mean, you all know I love an animated movie. I love a comedy that also has a lot of heart. One Piece is so great. Project Hail Mary, so great. Andor, so great. So yeah, I mean, I feel like all of that makes sense. I guess what surprised me the most, it's kind of crazy for me to put some horror movies under I loved it. Like maybe I'm just starting, I mean, maybe these are just like kind of mild compared to a lot of horror movies. Maybe that's part of it. But maybe I'm able to like appreciate it slightly more. Like I think with horror movies, I don't like being scared. I mean, I guess on the scale of things, these aren't like as scary as other horror movies. But I don't mind a horror story if it's like a captivating story. If that makes sense. I'm saying story a lot. But like I want an interesting plot. I don't I guess I don't love horror movies that are just horror movies to be horror movies. Like just to scare you, just to freak you out. Like I don't love just a slasher movie to make you jump. But if there's an interesting story, if there's an interesting concept, I don't mind the horror elements. If any of that made sense. Let's see. Have I seen the show Arcane? Yes. So I watched Arcane only had 2 seasons, I think. But I watched that over a year ago, maybe closer to 2 years ago. So it's a while back on the channel. Thought I'd see Grown Ups in Not For Me. So I haven't done Grown Ups yet. This stream, I guess I'm a little behind on this stream, but this stream was only January through June. So only breaking up half the year. I probably could have done this in July, but I didn't think about it until now. So better late than never. So this was only through June. Grown Ups was in July. So you'll have to come back. I don't know when I'll stream that next ranking stream, but like in January, you'll have to come back to see when I rank Grown Ups, where I rank Grown Ups. Let's see. What about Up? I watched Up in July, so that'll be on the next ranking stream. Ooh, where did I go? Oh, okay. Hi, the Saxman 23. Thank you for your super chat. There's a really fun YouTube video deep diving the theory that The Rock is Sean Connery's last Bond movie. He makes a very convincing case worth a watch. Ooh, I'm interested in that. I think I watched The Rock. I think it was before I watched any of the Sean Connery James Bond movies, but I did see so many comments saying like, this is an unofficial James Bond movie. Maybe I need to watch it again, just on my own, with like Sean Connery as James Bond in mind. I don't know. Maybe I should just watch it again because it's a fun movie. If you love animated movies, you'll love The Wild Robot. I need to put that. I feel like when I did my last animated poll, it might have been on it. But I just need to go ahead and watch it. I've heard so many good things about that movie. When a horror movie is well made, you don't mind being scared. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I just don't want to watch a horror movie for the sake of watching a horror movie. But give me a cool concept and I'm into it. I never thought I'd say that. 4 years ago when I started the channel? Never thought I'd say that. Never thought I'd get to this point. But those are just such good movies. What about Saw? I don't know if I can handle Saw. Oh, I've heard, from what I've heard, it seems to be more like gory and gross than like jump scary. Maybe that's a lie, but I don't know. The Exorcist is incredible. Okay. The Exorcist is one of the few movies that I have definitely said I will not watch. Just the idea of it, I don't know, freaks me out. Have you thought about watching the last 2 Superman movies and the Christopher Reeve documentary? Maybe. I feel like because I loved the first Superman, a lot of people told me to at least watch the second one. But maybe I need to get back into some Superman since I loved it so much. I love horror movies. The scarier and more realistic, the better. I don't agree with that. The scarier, the better is not the case for me. Let's see. What's on my list for Halloween? So I don't think I've fully committed to anything just yet. But I am thinking, well, it depends on what wins polls on Patreon. But I am thinking about watching Obsession just because I feel like everyone's talking about it. And I feel like that's one I could handle. I'm thinking about watching Backrooms, but I don't know anything about it. So I don't actually know the scare level of that. So I might need to find out how scary it is before committing to that one. What else? Oh, if I can find Young Frankenstein, of course it's like a comedy. But for the longest time you could not find it on streaming anywhere, but I think it's on something now. So I might watch Young Frankenstein this year. I'll still be watching Breaking Bad, and there are some scary things in Breaking Bad, so it'll still work for October. And then probably 2 of my videos in October, depending on the timing of it, I think will be Ted Lasso, because I think Ted Lasso season 4 will finish up in October. So, but there will still be plenty of room for some scary movies. How did you manage to watch Up through all the tears? I couldn't see the screen. I feel like, if I remember correctly, my contacts were really bothering me that day because I had cried so much while watching the movie. And the thing with Up, with some movies, like the whole movie builds to an emotional climax or whatever. But with Up, it really gets you right at the beginning. So the rest of the time, my contacts were struggling. They felt so irritated, or ironically, they felt dry. But you would think it would be the opposite because of the tears. But my contacts were just bothering me through Up. Any plans to watch a sequel this October, 28 years later, Final Destination 2, A Quiet Place 2? I do have those on my radar. I'm thinking about watching it. I feel like at least my audience wasn't as interested in 28, which one is it? 28 Weeks Later. And so I don't know if it's worth continuing with the other movies. But I'm definitely considering Final Destination 2. I feel like that's a horror level that I can handle. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like the first one freaked me out. But it's not too bad. It's just the anticipation of what is about to kill this person, because there are like 1,000 things in the room that could kill them. Let's see. Have I seen Shrinking? It's so good. It's like Ted Lasso with feel-good moments. It's on my radar. It might be, since I'm rewatching Ted Lasso right now, I might go ahead and just watch it on my own, because I don't know when I could fit it in with my YouTube schedule anytime soon. So I might just watch it on my own, but I've heard that it's a show that I would really love, with it being kind of similar to Ted Lasso. Let's see. Where am I? Okay, I lost my place. Let's see. This is Cassie from Popcorn in Bed. Just watched Obsession. She said she'd never watched The Exorcist, but personally, I think Obsession is much more intense. I think maybe like different horror things just freak different people out in different ways. Like I think from what I've heard, I don't know like all of the ins and outs of Obsession, but I think I can handle Obsession. But I think some part of me, like anything ghost related, really freaks me out. And like that's something that like haunts me after the movie. And so that's like the one thing that really freaks me out. So that's just why something like The Exorcist is just not for me. Snakes on a Plane. Ugh. That would that would be a horror movie for me to watch in October. I don't think I could watch it. If I can't even make it through the like 2 or 3 snake scenes in Jackass, I don't think I could watch a movie that is the whole point, the whole story is about snakes. But is it labeled as a horror movie? I'm curious. I don't want to click. No, I don't want to search it on my phone, because I imagine a lot of snake photos will pop up. But, um, but yeah, even if it's not labeled as a horror movie, it would be a horror movie for me. Let's see. Did I watch Chernobyl? Yes, I watched that maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years on the channel. So it's back there. If you like horror with engaging stories, you could check out The Haunting of Hill House. It deals with family struggles and past traumas. I have heard so many good things about it. I've heard so many good things about that show, but I think for me, when I'm thinking about like going into a horror movie, I mentally know this is only what, an hour and a half. It's only 2 hours. And so like mentally I can handle that. But I think that show has what, 8 or 10 episodes. I don't know if I could make it through the whole show, just because I would psych myself out and not want to get through 10 hours of it. So that's the reason I've put it off, because the idea of that much horror, I don't know if I would stick to it. Even though I know I've heard so many great things about it. Add Coraline on your list for Halloween. I have thought about, because I haven't seen Coraline because it always freaked me out as a kid. I think because there are a couple of animated like horror movies for kids. I mean, it's not horror, but like horror elements. So I'm thinking about maybe as like a transition from October to November, like at the end of or I guess like more like the first week of November, I'm thinking about watching movies like Coraline or what's the other one? Monster House. Movies that I was too scared to watch as a kid, but could definitely handle as an adult. I'm thinking about maybe adding that in November, beginning of November, as like a transition out of Halloween. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Where's the hated it tier? You just can't see it. It's hiding, but that it's only one. It's just the one movie. But so you can see it. I'll scroll back up so you can see my favorites. Let's see. Seinfeld. I might watch it at some point. I'm not adding any like long, at least shows with like a lot of seasons. I won't add anything until after I finish Breaking Bad. But I'll probably do a show poll after Breaking Bad, and we'll see what wins. Let's see. Oh, I lost my place. I'm behind on the chat. Okay. Let's see. Have I seen Weapons? No. So that's one I guess like I'm considering for October. I just don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if it's too intense for me. So let me know what you think. Oh, I could add Hotel Transylvania as like a transition out of Halloween. I need to add that one to my list because that could be a good one with Coraline and some of those not so scary ones. Let's see. Oh, Scream 2. Yeah, I probably need to watch Scream 2 at some point. At some point, I need to watch Scary Movie 2, but I don't. People will probably get mad at me because I haven't seen all of the movies that it references, so I might need to hold off on Scary Movie 2. Have I done A Clockwork Orange or Doctor Strangelove by Kubrick? No, I have not done either of those. Let's see. Blackjack Anaconda. Is that the new Anaconda movie? Is that the one I think with Paul Rudd, right? It sucks because I think the movie would be really fun. It looks like it has such a fun cast, but I just don't think I could I could handle the snakes. I'm now picturing if you did like a censored version of that movie of just blurring out all of the snakes. If there was a censored snake version of Anaconda, then yes, I would watch it. Congrats on trivia. Thank you. That was so freaking fun. Let's see. Monster House is a nice Halloween movie. Yeah, I need to like write that one down because I like for sure would love to watch it either in October or November. Paranorman. Oh yeah. That's one that's not so scary. Oh, I guess this is about, I assume Anaconda. Maybe Snakes on a Plane, but probably Anaconda. It says it's a campy comedy. The snakes are clearly CGI. I guess I am fine when snakes are animated, like in animated movies. But it needs to be so fake. I feel like CGI is too good now. I don't know. Even a CGI snake, I don't think I could do it. Let's see. Oh, I lost my place. Let's see how far behind I am. Oh dang, I'm more behind than I expected. I guess you guys are really interested in the horror talk. You all want me to watch horror movies. I don't want to. I don't want to. Are you up for more spoof movies? Yeah, I'm definitely down for more spoof movies. Since you love to Get Out, are you interested in watching Jordan Peele's other movies, Us and Nope? Yes, I'm definitely interested in those. I don't know if they would win a poll necessarily for October of this year, but I need to remember to put them on a poll. I feel like Breaking Bad is enough stress for now. Thank you. The show is giving me enough stress as it is. Let's see. I noticed you watched Zodiac. Ah, dang it. Oh, here we go. I thought I lost my place. Last October, would you consider watching The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo this year? Maybe. I feel like I just put it on a poll and it did like decently well. It just didn't win. So maybe I'll watch it one of these days. Did I watch Blazing Saddles? Yes. That was 2 or 3 years ago on the channel. So, but you have to scroll back. But yes, it's on there. Let's see. More people are talking about The Haunting of Hill House. You'd love it. It's a mix of horror and drama. It's mostly a family drama with horror. I guess I could always like watch the first episode and see, but I just think the idea of all of those episodes of putting my heart through that, I just don't know if I could take it. Because again, like with horror movies, I'm like, it's 2 hours and then it's done. But with a show, it's a lot more of a commitment. Let's see. Ooh, Scary Movie 2 is my favorite one. Ooh. I mean, maybe I should just go ahead and watch it. I don't know. I'll think about it for this October. Squid Game season 2 and 3. So those are on Patreon. But I did end up watching those. Nobody tell her that the weapons in Weapons are actually snakes. Well, now I definitely won't watch it. Oh, my mom could handle Weapons no problem, so you could handle that easily. Okay, I'll think about Weapons. The newer Anaconda. Oh, I lost my place. It just where okay, I found my place. Okay, the newer Anaconda is silly, not scary, I promise. Yeah, I mean, I've seen well, when I say I've seen the trailer, I like saw the trailer like this where I could hear the dialogue, but I wasn't watching it. I don't go to the movies often, but it was shown on some movie. The last thing I saw in theaters was I think Wicked Part 2 or Wicked for Good, whatever it's called. So it might have shown during that. But yeah, I could listen to it and it sounds really funny and obviously such a great cast, but I just couldn't watch it. Let's see. Have I seen Halloween Town? Yes, I've watched that one on my own. I didn't actually watch it until I was an adult. So I probably watched it for the first time. It's been within the last 5 years, but yeah, it wasn't one that I watched as a kid, but I have seen Halloween Town. Hey, Sean G, thanks for the super chat. A recommendation after Breaking Bad is 24. I think I've heard of this. I mean, this is a show, right? 24 show. Ooh, I need to look into that one. I just watched the trivia video and realized you had pretty good chemistry with the other reactors. I mean, I just think like they're just so easy to talk to. Yeah, I was with the trivia. I guess I'll try to say this without spoiling what happened with the trivia. What can I talk with the trivia video? But if you haven't seen it, maybe finish this live later. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone was just so fun to hang out with and to talk to. And it was really what was fun about the trivia was that, of course, Kat was pulling us out for the trivia part that you guys could see. But if we weren't, I guess, being tested, if we weren't doing the trivia part, we were in a waiting room and we were able to just talk to each other. So it was just a really fun way to get to know everyone and talk to everyone. And yeah, it was just such a cool experience. And Kat is a rock star for putting that together. I mean, like, I can only imagine how much work went into it, but I know that there's just so much more than what I could even imagine, like, went into it. And she's been working on this for months. I mean, I think she reached out to us 3 months ago or so. So she's been working on this for so long and she just killed it and was a rock star. So yeah, the trivia, what was it called? The movie reactor trivia showdown was so fun. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. Let's see. Hi, Rob. Thanks for the super chat. Scent of a Woman is a great movie that I hope you'll give a try. Have a great remainder of your day. Well, thank you. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you for the recommendation. Everyone is just psyched that Halloween is coming. Yeah. I will say I am excited, not necessarily for the scary part of Halloween, but it's always fun to see decorations and I just love fall itself and I hope that we'll have a slightly cooler October. Sometimes October is still so freaking hot. But when the temperature like goes down a little bit and when the leaves are changing, I love fall. I guess Halloween is fun. I guess the only part that I don't love is like the scary movie aspect or haunted houses. Like no. I cannot handle any of that. But Halloween like movies, something like Hocus Pocus and the fun parts of Halloween I like. So yeah, I'm excited for that too. Props to you pushing through the horror movies. Thank you. I thank you. I'm glad you all like it at least. You all like me getting scared. I feel like I'm getting slightly better about watching horror movies though. I'm still not great. But I feel like at the beginning of all of this, I would psych myself out the whole time. But I feel like maybe I'm not, but I feel like I'm slightly better with watching horror movies. Let's see. Oh, I just lost my place. Oh, I really lost my place. Okay. Okay, here we are. Have I seen Star Trek? The only Star Trek I watched I guess the remake or the reboot movies. I watched those on the channel like early on, but that's the only Star Trek I've watched. Oh my gosh. Ted Lasso trying to talk to if I can talk, trying to talk to the twins from Breaking Bad would be great. I do, now that we've talked about it several times on this live stream, I do kind of want to watch a Ted Lasso Breaking Bad crossover. It would just be so fun. Yeah, watching Ted try to talk with the twins, that would be great. Yes, I do need this crossover. Would I watch more true crime films like Zodiac? Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. Let's see. Do I ever watch classic movies? Yeah, I've watched a few. I mean, I've watched what are the ones that are coming to mind? Casablanca, 12 Angry Men, Psycho. It's a Wonderful Life, I guess you could say. That counts. Yeah, I've watched a few. I will say so on Patreon, Oh yeah. Someone helped me in their comment. Rear Window as well, Miracle on 34th Street. So a couple of weeks ago, I put a Hitchcock poll over on Patreon, and I haven't checked it because I've already watched one movie from it. So I haven't checked it in a couple of days. But The Birds won by one vote. So I've now watched The Birds, and The Birds is coming soon. And what was the other one? Oh, literally one vote behind was North by Northwest. So I'm also planning on watching that soon. It might be a few weeks from now. It might be more like the end of September. But so you do have some more classic movies coming. Have I seen Monster House? No, but it's one that I'm considering watching like as a transition out of my scary movies this year. Oh, I lost where I was. Oh no. Have I seen the first trailer for Dune Part 3? I don't think I have. I don't think I've watched that one. I'm excited. I mean, what? That comes out. That's one of the ones that comes out in December of this year, right? So so I guess whenever it comes to streaming in February or March, I'll watch it on the channel. Am I enjoying my life so far? I mean, I do believe I am. I have a pretty sweet job and I'd say I have a pretty good life. I have a pretty sweet dog. Let's see. I'd love a community reaction. I hate to tell you this, but I've already seen Community. I've actually seen Community a good amount because that's a show that like we put on before bed. So I've seen a lot of Community. I love that show so much. I feel like Community is just like such an Addie show. So I can't watch it on the channel just because I've already seen it. It's been a week. I think you can spoil movie trivia. That's true. Maybe I shouldn't worry about spoiling the trivia, but definitely go watch it. If you have not watched the Movie Reactor Trivia Showdown on Kat's channel, definitely watch it. It was a fun time. It refreshed. Dang it. Where was I? What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid? Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to remember what I think I was like Ariel one year, or like had like a dress of some sort. I think I was Jessie from Toy Story one year. Those are the ones that are standing out anyway. Let's see. Have I watched Citizen Kane? No, I've not seen that one yet. I feel like it was referenced recently in something that I watched. And it was just a reminder of, oh, I still need to watch that one. Let's see. Dang it, it refreshed. Where was I? Oh, about the Alfred Hitchcock poll. I thought North by Northwest beat Birds the last I checked. I know. Literally, I was planning on watching North by Northwest. I think I recorded on Friday of this last week. I was planning on watching North by Northwest because it was ahead of the Birds, but it just happened that the day I checked the poll, the Birds was one vote ahead, and I was not happy because I wasn't prepared to watch a horror movie that day, but I made it through. I mean, you'll see the reaction, but obviously I'm here. Obviously I survived. Let's see. Oh, where was I? October is coming. That means your hands will be up a lot. Yes. I guess at this point I'm known for my karate hands. I just feel like it protects me. Like nothing can legally jump out from the screen if I'm covering my face. That's the rule. That's how this works. So yeah, it protects me. Yeah. Let's see. Dune comes out the same day as Avengers. Yes, that's right, because that day is Avengers Doomsday. Yes, I do remember that now. Let's see. In the theater, do you recline your seat all the way or sit upright? It's been so long since I've been to a movie theater. I feel like I like to recline like slightly. It's I don't know. It's just been so long since I have been in the theater. Let's see. North by Northwest is fun. Yes, I'm planning on watching it. I'll just have to look at my schedule for September, but in a few weeks I'll watch North by Northwest. Let's see. The new movie trivia challenge is my new favorite thing on YouTube. Kat is just the absolute best. I'm glad I at least hope, and I think she is. I know she absolutely is. I hope she's getting the love that she deserves for putting that together and just like for being who she is. Like I feel like she just made us all feel so welcomed, and it was just such a fun experience because of Kat, because she put all of this together, and I just hope she's getting all of the love that she deserves because like you just said, Kat is the absolute best. Curious if you've seen A Walk to Remember. I think I did watch that. I don't want to spoil everything, but super sad, right? I think I have seen that one. Let's see. Oh, I thought the karate hands was to be more like it's not real, it's not real. I guess the karate hands are a lot of things. I just feel like I naturally do it. It just protects me. Yes, it protects me because it's not real. It protects me so that nothing comes through the screen. The karate hands, it is what it is. It's just protecting me. That's all it is. Worst movie theater experience you've ever had? There was one, I can't remember the movie, but the movie kept going dark. Like the movie stopped playing, but you could still hear the audio. And then that happened like 2 or 3 times throughout the movie. So, I mean, I guess that's not crazy, but not the best movie experience. And then, oh, there was, it was one of the Twilight movies. I can't remember which one it was, but of course it was like right when it came out. So it was a packed out theater. And someone I know sat right in front of me with his girlfriend and they were just making out the whole time. So that was kind of just annoying. But it's like there were people, it was a packed out theater. Like there were people all around you. That I guess you do you. You had a good time at least. Let's see. Are romantic comedies your favorite movie genre? I'd say one of my favorites for sure. I think I just always love a comedy. And yeah, I mean, anytime there's a romance, yeah, I love it. I feel like since starting the channel though, I love like a goofy sci-fi movie, like something like Demolition Man or The Fifth Element. I've really loved those movies. But yeah, I would say like on my own, aside from the channel, yeah, who doesn't love a rom-com? Okay, I mean probably maybe a lot of you don't like rom-coms, but I love a rom-com anyway. Let's see. I hate when stuff jumps out of my screen and tries to get me. I know. That's why I use the karate hands, because it protects me. Like with when I watched Jackass number 2, which if you missed it, it's coming this week on YouTube. But yeah, I had to lift my legs off the ground just in case a snake suddenly appeared in my room. So yeah, karate hands, it just, yeah, I hate when things jump out of the screen. It could happen. You don't know. Let's see. Ooh, Kat is your Nick Fury. Ooh. She's bringing us all together. Let's see. Ooh, drive-in or regular movie theater. Personally, I love a good drive-in theater. Movie Under the Stars is just the best. I don't think I've been to a drive-in theater a few times in my life. I just don't think I've been. The last time was probably like 10 years ago or more. It's been longer than that. So yeah, maybe I need to find a drive-in sometime soon. Let's see. Speaking of rom-coms, I'd love to see you watch more of them on the channel. I feel like, well, I guess some of these happen to be a rom-com, but like I guess something like The Replacements, you would think it's more a sport movie, but it snuck in a little rom-com in there. I just don't know if my audience likes a rom-com, so I kind of just saved them for like Valentine's Day. And also I've also watched a good amount of rom-coms, so I wouldn't necessarily watch those on the channel. Would it be worse to watch a horror movie in 3D? Yeah. I don't think I could do it. I also don't I don't think I personally would want to watch a horror movie on the big screen because at least in the safety of my house, like I'm not bothering anyone by jumping or screaming or what. But yeah, I don't think I would want to watch a horror movie in public. Let's see. Do, do, do. All right. I think I might start wrapping this up unless all of you start chatting really quickly and then I have to catch up. But yeah, I have still have a few things to do. Um and then I have plans tonight. I have had something social for 5 days in a row. And this might sound crazy, but I am an introvert. I need some me time. I need time to recoup and to rest. But and so 5 days in a row of social things. It's been fun, but it's also exhausting and I almost need like a full weekend to recover from yeah, to recover from being too social this week. But yeah, I do have plans tonight, so I need to wrap this up soon. How much of a bribery would it take to get you to watch The Exorcist? $1 billion. And I still probably wouldn't want to watch it. Nope. You should watch a few Star Treks before Galaxy Quest. So I've already watched Galaxy Quest. I watched it on the channel a few weeks ago. Or not a few weeks ago. No, a few years ago is what I meant. Okay. But yeah, I feel like this might have been a slightly more successful ranking. I don't think I made too many enemies with this. I mean, we'll see when I finish my rankings for the rest of the year, when I do that in January. We'll see if I make some enemies then. Yeah. Oh, this says introverts unite, but not too often. Yes, correct. I feel like ideally, like 2 things a week is ideal for me. Because I need the time to recover from that. But 5 things in a week this week has been too much. Grateful for friendship, but I am tired. You do not seem like an introvert. Well, I mean, I guess it's hard to tell because technically I talk for a living, but I'm not really. I don't know. And I don't know what I'm saying, but yes, I mean, I am an. I don't know if I like the term ambivert. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm definitely not like 100% introvert, but I definitely need a lot of alone time and I just need time to recoup. Well, thank you all for being here. I mean, we've chatted for like 2 hours. I that's a decent amount of time for a live stream. But thank you all for being here and for giving your thoughts on this movie ranking and for all of the suggestions. I guess the last few minutes we've been talking about horror movies and now it's helped me kind of wrap my head around some ideas for October. And I guess into November because I'm really thinking about having a transition out of Halloween period. Some not so scary movies. But yeah, thank you so much for being here and for supporting the channel, for watching all of these movies with me. I mean, I don't know. I feel so lucky to be able to do this and I don't know. I have a pretty cool job. So, and you all make that happen. So, thank you all for being here. Hopefully, you don't hate me too much for these rankings. Just so you can see them. My favorites. These are the ones I loved. These are the ones I liked. Well, okay, now you can see it. And then just you all knew this one. I literally said it in the reaction probably a lot of times, but just the one, not for me. And I'll probably live stream before the next ranking one. But yeah, be on the lookout for the next one in January or so. I don't know when I'll do it. But yeah, thank you all for being here and for chatting with me today. And I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. So bye, everyone.